No, they go to an extra round, and they both had to really dig deep here. The 9 minutes before meant nothing. Came down to this 3 minutes, and the judges just saw that Noordin Mahidine just did enough.
Here's our tale of the tape for this tournament final. By the way, I've been told that Richter's absorbed 29 strikes in his fight, while Mahidine absorbed 146. 5 times the punishment. That's what Mahidine has on his frame right now as he enters this finale.
Professional experience, the edge going to Noordin Mahidine. We've seen him in the glory ring multiple times, but Richter showing he's a talented prospect. 11-0, 27% of his wins coming by way of knockout.
Fatigue factor. Take a look at that. Time in the ring, 12 minutes compared to 5:30, and there's the strikes absorbed. 96 headshots, Joe, compared to 15.
Yeah, that's a lot of big punishment for the big man.
Let's see what he's got left. Here are your keys to victory.
Yeah, but for Richter, it's really about controlling the range. He's a tall fighter. He's got to use those kicks and knees and keep mixing levels. He's really good at mixing levels like we saw in that first semifinals. But Mahidine, being the smaller fighter, has got to use his movement, use his combinations that we've seen from him, and mix those weapons. He's got that sneaky head kick he can try to land.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will now entering the Glory Final Heavyweight Tournament. 3 rounds of 3 minutes. Introducing first our fighter in the black corner. He has a professional record of 26 wins, 9 losses, and 12 by knockout. His height, 6'2", 188 centimeters tall. His weight, 232.4 pounds and 105.4 kilograms. Representing France, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Noordin Mahidine. And his opponent from the white corner holds a professional record of 11 wins and 4 by knockout. His height, 6.6 feet, 2 meters tall. His weight, 240.1 pounds and 108.9 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, please introducing the judge, Levi Richter. This Glory Final Heavyweight Tournament is 3 rounds of 3 minutes, and the referee in charge of this contest is Mr. Jan Frana.
Fighters to the middle. Shake your hands. Follow Glory rules. Good luck. Back to the corners.
Well, Joe, I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Judges.
Which fighter would you rather be right now?
Time.
You got to be Richter's. Nice and fresh. Second round finish. You know, only
First
9
round.
shots
Fight.
absorbed. He's ready to go.
Well, if you're Noordin Mahidine, do you come out guns blazing in the first and just hope that you catch him?
Well, I think Mahidine's got to use his movement. I mean, he's got really good footwork, kind of circle, stay long. And I think it's more him using output, not necessarily power. Just kind of hit and move, stay long, and try to rack up as much points as he can.
Keep in mind, this is the first night that Richters has fought in Glory. He's now 1-0 after that victory in the first round. Mahidine has had several fights in Glory, but never looked quite as good as he did, at least most of the fight in that first fight.
And that's 3 wins in a row for Mahidine.
No question mark kick from Richters.
And look how long Richters is. Can really use his kicks well. That's what he wants to do. Keep his range.
Oh, axe kick from Mahidine. Oh, and Richters gives one. That might have been a front kick, but his legs are so long, it looks like an axe kick, right?
Yeah, it almost looked like a crescent kick where he hits with the outside of his foot. But Richter's being the taller fighter, that lead front kick is just to keep Mahidine away, kind of peck him. It's like a leg jab. Instead of using his hands, he's using his legs.
Good right hand to the body for Mahidine.
Stop. 1.
Oh, that might have been a low blow.
Neutral corner.
That's not what
2.
he needed.
You know,
3.
that drains more
4.
of the gas.
5.
They're calling that
6.
a legitimate shot.
7. 8. 9, out.
It is over. It was a body shot, a clean shot apparently, and Levi Richter's as easy as you like. Picks up not one, but 2 wins, and is the Glory Heavyweight Tournament champion.
And 2 wins to the body. They weren't even headshots. I mean, I got to see what that shot was, but he was throwing some good front kicks to the body. The fatigue factor from Mahadin's first fight. But this is the first tournament that Mahadin has lost, but Richter, man, showing that he can sit there with some of the more experienced guys in Glory.
Well, Mahadin showed a lot of courage even coming out for this fight. You could tell at the end of the first fight when he won, he was in tears. Let's see where it got him.
Yep.
Yeah, right in the sternum.
Yeah, perfect shot. I mean, really well placed. It was probably right in the solar plexus. Took the win right out of him. I mean, those stabbing front kicks from a long guy. Yeah, that's right on the solar plexus. Yep. Nice clean shot, well placed, long legs. I mean, 11-0. Look at him. 2-0 in Glory now. Racking up these Glory wins.
Hey, he's 12-0, Joe. Don't cut him short.
Oh yeah, that's it. I counted his record last time. He just got another one.
Yeah.
It's not official yet. Hey,
yeah.
It's not official yet.
You don't know these judges, but he's now 12-0 with 6 knockouts. A lot of hype surrounding this guy.
Yep. Deserved it tonight.
He made it look easy, but let's be honest, Mahadin was damaged goods to say the least.
Absolutely. To see that fight fresh would be something spectacular. Anytime Mahadin fights, he's going to bring it. So hopefully they run it back.
Let's make it official now from Rotterdam.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner of this Glory Heavyweight Tournament in the first round by a knockout. Here comes the judge, Levi Richters. And prize giving by Mr. Robbie Timmers, Head of Talent Operations, Glory.
All smiles for Levi Richters and the rest of his crew. So Joe, he's 25 years old. He's undefeated. He got 2 knockouts tonight. What does his future look like in this division?
Well, it looks really promising. I mean, just his style, his composure. I mean, if he was a young guy who came in aggressive and just kind of got hit a lot, he barely got hit. He used his length, used his kick fighting. I mean, just selected his shots. I mean, not many times you see heavyweights mix the body. He had 2 finishes via body shots, so that's really impressive. I'm impressed, but now it's time to see him against some of the bigger boys fresh.
Well, he told us his dream is to fight Rico Verhoeven. Yeah. He says he's got the belt, and I want it. And speaking of Rico, let's hear from him now on his thoughts of our main event tonight, Badr versus Benny. Oh, excuse me, we're going to be talking about his rivalry with Jamal bin Sadiq, who will be fighting January 30th on pay-per-view.
Well, he spit me in the face, so I think that's a good way to start. And yeah, for me, he's such a disrespectful person, and he's not like a true sportsman. He's not an athlete. He's like, you should be. If you're a true sportsman, you have respect for everybody. Even whatever, if it's not during the fight, then it's after the fight. All right, we did the fight. It was a good fight. It was a competitive fight. I put him in his place, and if you can't even touch my glove in the end of the fight and just walk out the ring, then you're just such a disrespectful person. And I'm going to show him that again. I'm going to teach him again the same lesson.
Jamal bin Sadiq knocked out Rico when they were in their 20s, just getting into the professional ranks. Of course, Rico in a fight of the year knocked out bin Sadiq in the 5th round. What do you think we're going to see on January 30th?
Well, I think it's almost that same kind of fight. Jamal bin Sadiq's so powerful, especially in the beginning of the fight. And even in their last fight, I mean, Jamal Ben Sadiq touched Rico, almost dropped him, but Rico was able to gain consciousness and systematically keep breaking him down until that 5th round. So, I mean, the key is, can Jamal Ben Sadiq withstand those low kicks, that constant pressure of Rico? But if he lands his power, it's over. So any moment, it can be over. So that's the kind of fight I'm still going to predict. But again, Jamal Ben Sadiq looking phenomenal. The shape he's in is incredible.
Well, Rico Verhoeven is the training partner of Benjamin Adegbuyi, who, of course, tonight fights Badr Hari. Those two men had plenty to say in the build-up for tonight's main event.
It's been a busy year. A lot of things happened, but yeah, I feel very good, very confident, very strong. I'm ready, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready to knock him out. I can't wait.
To be honest, I'm not feeling the underdog because in the ranking I'm higher ranked than him. The fight being postponed like 2-3 times, it was bad for me and for the fans, but at the end of the day I just get better, you know. I'm in one of my best conditions from all my fights, so it will be a hell of a fight, 100%.
Bro, I just want to kill people, you know. He's a specialist in quitting. Sorry for this guy, but, you know, if it was somebody else, I would kill him too.
If Badr can knock people out, I can knock people out also, man.
For now, he's my enemy, you know.
In his last 3 fights, he only won nothing, so...
I think he did his homework very well. So if he thinks I'm a quitter, we'll see. You know, this guy is easy money, bro. I'm telling you, this is a walk in the park. When I hit you, you go down.
Back tonight, fighting out of Romania, here is Mr. Gentleman, Benjamin Adegbuyi. Fighting tonight out of Morocco, he is Badr Hari. Oh, Rodman, there's the door! The death again!
I will knock him out first round.
I knock him out 2nd round.
It's difficult to knock somebody out in the second if you get knocked out in the first, you know? But we'll see.
Well, they agree we're not going to see a 3rd round tonight. Badr predicting a 1st round knockout, Benjamin a 2nd round KO. What do you see happening?
Well, I see a wild 1st round. You have to say that when Badr Hari fights because he goes at it so aggressively. But I kind of feel Benjamin Adegbuyi could withstand some of that. And I see it kind of maybe going into the later rounds. I don't want to say it, but it could be a decision. And if it goes to decision, that's where I think Adegbuyi can gain some favor. But that 1st round to me is going to be a wild one.
All right, before we get you to our main event, we want to hear from our heavyweight tournament winner, Levi Richter, standing by now with Mark Shaw.
Levi, what a night. You made your debut at Glory, and with 2 knockouts, you are the winner of the Ramon Dekkers trophy. How do you feel, man?
We did it. I'm happy. I said it before the fight. I want to dominate the first fight, dominate the second fight, and go home. And we did it.
You are a young, tall, strong fighter, but you're also a smart fighter because you changed your tactics with the second match.
He had a tough fight, the first fight, Nordin. So I knew I had to work on the body because he was empty. He had four rounds in the first fight. So this was the tactic from my trainer, and we did it.
How are you going to celebrate this?
Go home, eat, sleep good, maybe a little party. Yeah, that's it. And then next week we go back into the gym.
Yeah, and what's next? Who do you want to fight next?
I want to fight everybody. I want to go to the top. So call somebody, I fight him.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll definitely see more of you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The Ramon Dekkers winner.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That's a good-looking young fighter right there. Fantastic performance tonight by Levi Richters. That's where it is all about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. The Rotterdam Ahoy Arena. We do not have a packed house like we would normally have because of COVID-19, but we still have the main event. Badr versus Benny.
A knockout is the most beautiful thing in our sport.
No, I hit harder now. I hit more precise. I hit faster.
like to fight. I like to hurt people.
I know I'm stronger. I know I can give him a tough fight.
And I want people to recognize that I'm the best.
The time is now as Jack's Casino presents our main event. Badr Hari taking on Benjamin Adegbuyi.
Mr. Gentleman, Benjamin Adegbuyi.
I really feel that I'm one of the best in the division.
Adegbuyi looking for the knockout and rattles him with that right hook. And it's over. Okay, baby. Okay. Another right hand connects for Adegbuyi. Mixing it up, going to the body and upstairs. Fantastic action here. And a shoe shine combination by Adegbuyi into the body. Wow. We are watching an artist at work.
According to Badr Hari, you were looking at a dead man walking. Benjamin Adegbuyi, whose nickname is Mr. Gentleman, but he promises tonight to be anything but.
Yep, he needs to put that Mr. Gentleman aside and get a little bit aggressive here with Badr. He's got to stay focused. He's got to. It's every fighter's dream to fight a legend, but when the moment comes, you kind of have to treat him like everybody else. Go in there and stay focused because Benjamin Adegbuyi's got a good output style, very good jabs. He mixes the body well, but I think a good key for him is to keep chopping away at the low kicks because he's got some finishes via low kicks in his early flourish fights.
Well, we've already seen one big upset in the heavyweight division tonight with Levi Rigters winning the tournament as Antonio Plazabat was eliminated in round one. Can Benjamin Adegbuyi take care of business tonight and pick up the biggest win of his life?
Ferocious is that knockout ratio. And I will knock this guy out. Nice heel kick from Badr.
No one can match the intensity of this man, Badr Hari. He'll make the walk when he's ready to make the walk. A two-time former heavyweight world champion and regarded by many as the greatest heavyweight kickboxer of all time. The beast is about to be unleashed. Fighting out of Morocco, he is Badr Hari. When asked if this fight would go the distance, he knocked him out.
Yeah, this is not a game for Badr Hari. He comes there to finish you. He comes to take your head off. And especially in this first round, watch out for that big, powerful right hand. He's got good power in his kicks. But just as Badr slips his head, rips those counters, and he throws it in combinations, there's very few people in the world could withstand that type of punishment and power.
He's been speaking in dark terms all week. Lots of talk about hate, anger, and violence. A classic era, moody Badr Hari. He wants to come in, get the job done, and go home. Here's your tale of the tape, brought to you by Jack's Casino. Badr Hari, 36 years old, 6'6", 241, with an 81-inch reach. Squaring off against the 35-year-old out of Romania, 6'6", 258, with 77.5-inch reach, Benjamin Adegbuyi. Here we go, Joe.
Professional experience, big edge for Badr Hari, and we keep talking about that 87% KO ratio, but let me tell you, don't count out Benjamin Adegbuyi, because he does have the potential with more than half of his fights coming by finishes. If he touches you, he has the ability to put you out.
According to Circa Sports, Badr Hari is a 5-1 favorite tonight against Benjamin Adegbuyi. And look at his career totals, 120 fights.
Yeah, it's just all about beating and power for Badr. Now my keys to glory for this belt. For Badr Hari, he's got to use that explosive power. He's got to set it up, be patient, and he's got to control his output. Find that right moment, slip off the center line, and counter with big punches. Benjamin Adegbuyi needs to manage that distance, manage the pace, really invest in those body and low kicks. He needs to try to wear Badr down, take him into the later rounds of this fight. And the key is, how good is his defense? Can he withstand those devastating moments from Badr Hari? This bout scored using the following prioritized criteria, starting with knockdowns, followed by damage inflicted. Then looking at clean scoring strikes with an emphasis on spectacular techniques, followed by normal techniques. And if there's still no winner, the judges look for aggression.
And we do have open scoring tonight. 3 judges will score based on the 10-point must system. Additional points are deducted for knockdowns or rule violations.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event of the evening. It's time for glory!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the glory main event of the night. The heavyweight bout, the Battle of the Giants. This is what you have been waiting for, glory fans from all over the world. Are you ready? 3 rounds of 3 minutes. Introducing first, our fighter from the black corner. He holds a professional record of 34 wins, 6 losses, and 19 by KO. His height is 6.6 feet, 198 centimeters long. His weight, 258.2 pounds, 170.1 kilograms. Representing Romania and the winner of 3 Glory Contender tournaments. Introducing Mr. Gentleman, Benjamin Adegbuyi. And his opponent, he holds a professional record of 106 wins, 14 losses, 92 by knockout. His height, 6.6 feet and 198 centimeters long. His weight is 241 pounds and 109.3 kilograms. Representing Morocco and former K1 heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, make way for the General of the Butter Army, introducing Butter Hurry! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds of 3 minutes, and the referee in charge of this main event is Mr. Edward Strijker from Waco, Netherlands.
3 rounds, 3 minutes. Listen, always do my commands, protect yourselves all times. When I say stop or break, you do 1 step back. Any questions? No questions. Touch gloves if you want.
I'm going to knock Badr Hari out. When we told Badr that, he says, that's so disrespectful. Mark my words. I will smash him. I will destroy him. Here we go. 3 rounds, heavyweight division. Badr Hari and Benjamin Adegbuyi.
And right away, Badr takes the center of the ring. He's going to pressure, already with that power jab.
Stand up.
Remember, that was the same kick that injured Badr against Rico.
There we go. Benny already trying to use the low kicks, which I think is a good strategy here.
Badr goes down again in a heap. That'll take a lot out of you. Oh, good body shot with the right hand by Badr. And true to form, Benjamin's standing right in front of him.
Yep, he's got to control the distance, whether it's in the clinch or outside. He just can't sit in that mid-range with Badr. So there he's investing in the low kicks. High guard defense, chop the legs. There's that weathering of the early storm.
Oh, right hand by Benjamin Adegbuyi.
Right, watch out. You okay?
It was a headbutt, I believe.
Okay. Watch out, sir. Accident. Fight!
So we continue. High kick from Adegbuyi. Straight right hand to the gut.
Yeah, Adegbuyi clipped Badr with that left.
That might have hurt Badr. You're right, Joe.
Yeah, Badr had to retreat a little bit, take a couple seconds. Yeah, back to those low kicks for Adegbuyi.
Badr Hari said this would be easy work. It has not been easy work so far. As Adegbuyi tries to take advantage, left hook connects for Badr.
Ooh. Badr's eating some big shots as well.
We saw against Rico, Badr's willing to eat a couple to land his.
And I think Benny's kicks are starting to slightly slow Badr down, but watch Badr slip his head and attack. That's one of his keys, especially off of Benny's jab. Adegbuyi showing good defense.
How about Adegbuyi pushing forward and providing the pressure?
I like it. I mean, it's very strong defense. I mean, I like the way that he's able to sit in that pocket and defend Badr's power and then just keep chopping away and mix together good punch kick combination.
Look at Adegbuyi with the right hand. A big swing. Badr goes down. I believe that's the 3rd time he's been on the canvas. Obviously, they're not knockdowns, but not a good sign.
And the same thing with Benny getting so comfortable that he's even switching stances in this first round. Usually when you go to your opposite stance, you're worried about punches, but Adegbuyi not worried about that Badr power.
Close first round. And that will do it. High impact, high action, round 1.
Yeah, I mean, kind of what we expected. Badr trying to come out and power punch. You know, did a very good job, but Adegbuyi, man, really impressed with his defense. Some of them just slipping, but not landing clean. And he was able to keep that high guard, yeah, the head nick. But look at that, Adegbuyi hits the shot, rolls, but clipped Badr's chin. And I think Badr now needs to kind of be patient a little bit, try to set things up. But Benny's fighting phenomenal. Benny's fighting the right fight.
He's fighting with confidence,
yep,
which a lot of fighters do not do against someone like Badr Hari. What's the body language telling you right now for both these guys?
Well, Benny seems a little bit more confident. Right now, I don't see that overconfidence in Badr that we saw all fight week. But the man has 120 professional fights. He knows what he's doing.
Round 2 scheduled for 3. We do have open scoring. Be interesting to see how that first round went.
Yeah, I'm really liking these Adekbouye low kicks. They're sneaky, they're landing.
One leg kick for Badr, 11 for Adekbouye.
Yeah, 100% land ratio. He's setting them up well with his punches.
Again to the body, and a chopping leg kick sends Benny down.
Yeah, Badr attacked that plant leg. Adekbouye doing a good job mixing his punches and his kicks together, where Badr's favoring his power punches.
First round, 2 judges give it to Badr, 1 to Adekbouye. Oh, straight right hand. Benny walked right into it.
Yeah, that Badr right hand is something special. But Benny Adekbouye, man, sitting in the pocket, still throwing back, mixing his kicks. He's fighting well, but Badr seemed to show his experience a little bit more in the second round. Slowing down slightly. But that's the smart move, that's the experience. This is him setting up his punches, not wasting energy for knockout punches.
Benny's getting a little gun shy, it looks like.
Yep, still picking away, though. Still finding his shots. I mean, watching pre-fight tape on both of these guys, I thought a good shot for Adekbouye was the right uppercut. When Rico fought Badr, Rico's second round was a lot of good uppercuts against Badr, so I'm sure Adekbouye's been looking at that.
Badr, oh, that rocked Adekbouye. He's off balance, and he's down. And there's the knockdown that Badr promised.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As I.
Everything was going well for Adekbouye, but now it's code red time. Here comes Badr looking for the finish.
Yeah, and even through the guard, I mean, Badr's power is that much.
Oh, and he's unleashing. Trying to find an entry into that shell. Caught him with a left hook. Benny's got 20 seconds to survive.
Badr throwing in combinations. That's the key.
And he will survive round number 2. But Badr gets the knockdown, and that means Adekbouye needs something dramatic in the third.
Yeah, and I thought that was that showed Badr's experience. I mean, that first round he was slugging punches, but he kind of turned it down a little bit. It was a little bit more selective, used his jabs to set up the shot. So that was definitely a more intelligent, strategic round for Badr. Really trying to set up that right hand now. He's using the jab to do it. And especially versus, you know, Adekbouye's kicks. When people tend to kick, they leave their chin a little high, and that's where Badr's trying to capitalize. You see, what I love about Badr's style is if he hits you once, he doesn't admire it. He just keeps going after you. The left hook lands, he's going with the right and back with the left.
Zie je nou? Blijf gewoon rustiger werken. Dan komt het vanzelf. Maar als je je lijn gaat slaan in de eerste 2 minuten weer, ja, dan ben je fucked up, snap je? Ik bedoel. Wat? Weer.
Try it. Yeah.
Moet je dan naar binnen?
Benny, 30 seconds and then you go closer. Listen good. Listen good.
Badr says a points victory is not in the cards. He doesn't want to win by decision. He only wants to win by KO. He's got 3 minutes to finish the job.
Oh, that right hand from Badr again.
Whoa, and he got caught. He got caught by Benny, and now Badr's holding on. Badr is holding on.
ref going to call that a knockdown.
Stand up.
That should be a knockdown.
2, 3,
that is a knockdown.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So here we go. Who would have thought this? Uh-oh. It's injury time, it looks like. That'll be another knockdown.
That's another one, yeah.
It is.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, Bader's not getting up.
9.
He doesn't get up. And Benjamין Adegbuyi, against all the odds, has beaten and finished Badr Hari.
He sat there. He got knocked down in that second round. And to come back in that third round to do that, that just shows that man deserves a good shot at that title. That was phenomenal.
And Benny told us he would make Badr quit, and you saw what happened. He squatted down and basically said, no more.
I mean, a lot of the pre-fight was all Badr, because he's so strong on the mic, so talkative. And the gentleman kind of kept to himself, but this is the damage that man can do. He's got some good power and good finishing in his record.
And to come back from that knockdown where he was stumbling around, his foundation was gone.
Yeah.
To regroup, come back, and finish in the third round, incredible.
Yeah, his first round was great. I thought he did well. Then to get knocked down in the second, to feel a little defeated, then to come out in that third round to land that power. Man, that's spectacular experience fighting, toughness and durability. He showed the real warrior spirit.
And you know what? We may get friend versus friend. Adegbuyi said, listen, if I beat Badr, I want the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got Ben Sadiq versus Rico first, but he wants the winner regardless.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, after he's won 3 contender tournaments, he had a fight in the year with Jamal Ben Sadiq. Now to have a performance like this with Badr Hari, I mean, that guy's just, not only is he winning, he's doing well. He's putting on these spectacular fights, so the man deserves it.
Benjamין Adegbuyi, the 35th win of his career, and by far the biggest.
Absolutely. I mean, smart too. He didn't just sit there and throw punches with Badr. He was strategic the way he set things up. Here he is. I was surprised he went southpaw. This is his opposite stance, lands a right hook, and then just goes right after for that finish. I mean, it was a knockdown because Badr was trying to hold himself up. I mean, those big shots from a big man, they don't have to land clean. They could just skip off your head, hit your temple. That's a lot of weight behind those punches.
And it looks like Badr probably has a broken nose, Joe.
Yeah, and I think it was from that southpaw hook that may have broke the nose, but like, man, Adegbuyi really impressed.
Off the canvas and into the record books as Benjamין Adegbuyi has beaten Badr Hari by TKO in round number 3.
Yeah, and I mean, I knew that as the fight went on, it was, you know, Adegbuyi's fight to win, but I definitely didn't see something like that. I thought maybe a decision if it went the round, but then, again, coming into this fight, 56% KO ratio on his career, so he does have the ability to put you out.
Adegbuyi born in Romania to a Romanian mother and a Nigerian father from the home region of Transylvania. So now he's the second most famous person from there, only behind Dracula.
There you go.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner of this main event. And the winner in the third round by knockout, Mr. Gentleman, Benjamין Adegbuyi.
What a moment in his life.
Hi, Romania.
Hello to all his fans in Romania. Well, Joe, how did he do it?
Well, I mean, it was him really sticking to the game plan. I think the game plan for them was really invest in the low kicks. I mean, he started off, defended the punches good, and just kept to the game, you know, stayed strong. He knew that Badr had power, and he knew he was going to get hit. But he took it like a professional, stood there, took the damage, came back, and did more.
So, Badr Hari walks out a dejected man. No one hates to lose more than him. But Benjamin Adegbuyi, to the victor go the spoils. And the #2 ranked heavyweight in the world today will get a future title shot. But will it be against his training partner, Rico Verhoeven, or will it be against Jamal bin Sadiq? We'll find out that answer on January the 30th. But if you could, Joe, just wrap up what we saw in a dynamic heavyweight encounter.
Well, I just thought that experience. I thought Badr came back. Benny had a good round. Badr came back in that second, looked like a professional. But to see Benny come back in that third round to do that just shows he's ready for those bigger fights again. With Rico, in his previous fights, he was knocked down and couldn't really get up, didn't have that experience. But he showed he can get up and then get the finish. So that's the kind of look we needed to see from Adegbuyi.
All right, so let's take a look now at our Jack's Casino highlight of the night. And, of course, it's got to come from our main event, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, just amazing. You can see how, Benjamin Adegbuyi stayed patient and then just whipping those big punches that Badr couldn't stand there in that third round.
A body kick right underneath the right arm. On top of the busted up nose, it was just too much. And give Badr this credit. He won the first round. We had open scoring, so he probably knew that. He knocked him down in the second. Instead of coasting to a victory like a lot of fighters would have done, he went for the kill. And sometimes when you go for the kill, you get killed.
Yeah, I mean, he lives or dies by the sword. I mean, he'll knock you out or get knocked out. That's been his whole career. I mean, even the losses Badr has on his career, they're not by decisions. He doesn't go there, so he either knocks you out or you knock him out.
I have a feeling we might see this rematch because Badr's not going to take that one easy.
No.
He said it was, quote, going to be easy.